Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is a Mall Goth by Kate Leth. It's about this girl named Liv. It takes place in the early 2000s, and she is an out bisexual goth girl in the early 2000s. And she's a new kid in school in a whole new town and needs to deal with that. This is a really solid graphic novel, partially because, one, it's great for kids who might feel like Liv, outsider, having trouble making friends, or just maybe not necessarily great experiences with their sexuality and needs maybe some people they can trust. But also just it's really kind of surprised me in a lot of ways. It's an interesting graphic novel. There's a lot of teen drama. It's not quite as much up and downs as you'd think. It really is a lot about Liv trying to find a comfortable place for her being able to trust these new people and make friends. There are some storylines, though, that really, really surprised me and kind of felt, I would say maybe came out of nowhere, but definitely were thrown in there and I was not expecting. I was expecting kind of high school drama-ish, Liv being bisexual and not knowing who she could trust and maybe being picked on and bullied and having to deal with that being in a new town, plus her family drama on top of that. But no, there's way more to it, which really surprised me in a good way. So this kind of kept me on my toes really, really well. Age-wise, I'd probably put this at tween. I would go with tween. Feels like that, early teens, mid-teens, somewhere around there. But this is a solid read. It really, really surprised me in a good way. And for me to say a graphic novel surprised me, or a comic in general surprised me and kept my toes, it says a lot. The other is you gotta remember when this is 2000s, gays, bisexual still wasn't completely acceptable, still got picked on. There was progress, but not quite there. But at the same time, this also felt like a time when kids themselves were much more open and cool with things than my generation was in the 80s and 90s. It's a very interesting capture of the time, fun capture of the time. A lot of references, pop culture references, which are good, that adults would understand. But yeah, it's pretty good. As I said, really surprised me with a lot of the plot lines in it. I was not expecting them in a good way. I recommend this one. This was solid. Obviously not one I can necessarily relate to, but it was good. It really kind of, I think, took a lot of the expectations I had and just kind of threw them out the window and went after them in a good way. You can go get this. This is out in comic shops. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code to tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so you do get a small percentage, and by doing that, you'll support our site. So thank you. And speaking of support, I want to thank Simon and Schuster. It was a graphic novel for kids, I believe, is the imprint. Simon Schuster, whatever, for young readers. Something for young readers. BF for young readers. Books for young readers. That's it. For the review copy. And, of course, thank you all for watching. If you're into comics, check us out. Our graphic novels. Check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky. All at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.